It's time. It's hosting season. Now listen, you know that I believe it's hosting season every day and every week and every month and every part of every year. I just love it. But I know what time it is. This is the special time of year when more of us are more welcome and more hopeful and more interested in welcoming people into our personal spaces safely to host the people that we love, that we care about, and we want to spend time with during the holiday season. So I'm going to do my part. I'm going to share with you the top 5 things you should consider when welcoming people into your home during the holiday season. You ready? Let's get started. I have to admit, I love this bar cart. This bar cart allows me to set the tone of what I want my event, my engagement, and my party to be from the front door. When people walk in, this bar cart is here, usually champagne is here, the champagne bucket is down here, or maybe some of their favorite wine is here. And I can set the tone that, hey, this event is about you, or it's a celebration, or whatever I want to set the tone to be. And we're going to start out with the lesson in this. When you are developing in your leadership journey or growing in your world, in whatever world that is, it's important for you to set the tone of what you want whatever to be, including boundaries, from the front door. For me, when guests come, it is truly about more than just me. It is about me ensuring that they have a good time, they feel safe, they feel welcome, and that they feel thought of. And so by having this bar cart here and offering them something up immediately, usually one of their favorite things, I set the tone from the front door. I also am able to program a few things here. This sign gets the opportunity to be transferred out, meaning that if I want to have a welcome sign specific to my guests, I can. If I want to have the Wi-Fi code there, I can. If I want to let them know which levels of our home are open that day, I can. There are a host of different things that I can utilize this sign for, or even digital signage that we've had here before. So listen, as you are celebrating this holiday season, giving yourself permission to host things, set the tone from the front door. Let's talk glasses. It's no secret that I love glasses. I will say there's a bit of a turf war up in my home because if it was up to my husband, this would be the Red Cup Depot, but not so much over this way. I love glasses for a lot of reasons. They make great gifts. They quite frankly make my beverages taste better. May not be true, but let me hold on to that. And it's a lesson in leveling up. Of course, we can drink out of styrofoam, we can drink out of plastic, we can drink out of whatever red cups are made out of. But there's always another level. And we have the opportunity in all of our journeys in life, especially our leadership journey, to level up. This is one of my favorite red wine glasses. I'm going to link this in the show notes. And of course, one of my favorite red wine makers is Brown Estate out of Napa. One of my favorite white wine glasses, of course, lots of my friends like to drink rosé out of these glasses. Honestly, these glasses have taken a little bit of a hit in my home because they're so tall that a couple of them have fallen over very easily. I'm sitting over on my bar cart, so I have to re-up on these. One of my favorite white wine glasses. These are engineered so uniquely. I love the way that these are made in really not a traditional way. Another one of my favorite glasses are the coupe glasses. Lots of my mixologist friends love to play around and create things that look magical in these particular coupe glasses. No matter what type of beverage is your favorite, I challenge you to level up and find the glass that goes along with it. The lesson here is that there's always the opportunity to level up. And of course, as a reminder, they make great gifts. I'll link some of my favorite glasses in all these categories in the notes. I love coasters. I've talked about coasters before on several different platforms for a lot of different reasons. Number one, coasters are so underrated. They make fantastic gifts. They are economical. You can make your people feel super special by getting some customized coasters. I picked up these coasters for a recent birthday celebration of J-Day, and I got each and every one of my guests customized coasters with their face on it. And they went home with those things. So I'll link one of my favorite Etsy product providers in the notes, so maybe you can get some customized coasters as well. There's a lesson in coasters, and it is that you should prepare, not only as a person who is hosting an event, which hopefully is you this coming season, but also as a guest at someone's home. Look around. Do they have coasters out? Is it possible for you to eliminate that small little ring that's going to come on the bottom of your glass if you don't utilize a coaster? Coasters come in all different shapes and sizes. They come in a lot of different price points. Of course, as I mentioned just a short while ago, you can customize them. You can get your own last name monogram or your own last name initial on it. You can pair them up with different wine that you like, Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, Merlot, Cabernet, etc. They're also really, really unique coasters that say things that, I don't know, are a little bit crass, but are funny at the same time. Don't sleep on the power of a coaster this holiday season, all right? Celebrate. Who's not doing that this year, especially after what this year and last year has been? A lot of times when you're having people over your home, there is one word that you have in mind: let's celebrate. And with that, when you think of celebrations, you often think of clinking, maybe even some champagne. I will say that I have grown to appreciate champagne more and more this year. It's light, it's airy, it doesn't make you feel too heavy after you've had a couple of glasses of champagne. At least I'm speaking for myself. But I wanted to share with you just 2 quick things in relation to champagne that I have grown to love, which makes my champagne drinking experience fantastic. Now first, listen, do not kick me out of the fun club when I tell you this next thing. Have you ever been in the fun champagne mode, popping champagne bottles, which always makes you feel good, and you realize that maybe I opened up a bottle that perhaps you or your friends are not going to finish? Okay, don't kick me out of the fun club, okay? Sometimes it happens. You just open up too much champagne and you're just like, wait a minute, nobody wants to drink the rest of the champagne. You don't have to throw that champagne out. You don't have to pour it down the sink. And you also don't have to just drink a bunch of champagne that you don't really want anyway. You can save it. Now, I know that many of us have tried those little hacks with perhaps some saran wrap or stuffing something else, maybe some paper towel down into the hole of the top of the champagne bottle, but I have something better for you. I found this champagne stopper. Now, this particular one is by Lisa's Gift Wrappers, but there are lots of different champagne stoppers that I will link in the bottom of this video. Listen, I know you're thinking, come on, Jacqueline, is this really gonna work? And I promise you that it works, because I had some friends over and I was excited for them to taste this champagne and taste that champagne and experience this, and I went too far, okay? And I had to stop some of it up because I didn't want to throw it out. And this champagne cork worked tremendously. I came back like a week later and I promise you it was still fizzy, it was still bubbly, and it worked perfectly fine. The other tool I wanted to share with you that really makes my champagne drinking experience great is the champagne bucket. I know a lot of times we see champagne buckets when we're in a restaurant, perhaps at a nightclub or at a lounge, but you can have your own champagne bucket right in your home. And I'll link some of my favorite buckets in the bottom of this video. The lesson here is that sometimes you gotta pause. It's not necessary to consume a whole bunch of something that you don't want, but perhaps you want it later. So in the world of leadership, remember that it's possible for you to pause, think about what's going on in a scenario, and then move forward. So when you've opened up just one too many bottles of champagne, I want you to pause, stop it up, and use it later. All right, let's move on to the next item. When you are hosting people at your home, I highly recommend that you make things plain, make things simple, make things clear. This serving tray helps me to do all those things. When people enter into my home, literally there's a serving tray sitting right here with some bites that they can immediately snack on. I just gave them some champagne at the door, and I don't want them to be walking around too long without something on their stomach. So this serving tray helps me to direct people, to make it clear, to make it plain, to make it simple. Hey, these are things that you can eat right now. Also, I get a lot of questions as a sidebar about these earrings and where I get these earrings from. I have a good friend named Erica Boone. She's the curator of Pieces That Live, Laugh, Bejeweled. I will link her shop in the bottom of this video notes. So those of you who want to take advantage of picking up some earrings just like this or other earrings, please do take advantage, because it's great to look awesome when you're hosting people in your home. So make sure that you pick up a couple of serving trays that make things plain, simple, and easy, so people know where they can pick up bites when they enter into your home. Wherever you're at this holiday season, I hope that you're embracing the opportunities and the possibilities of hosting people in your home, and of course, developing with some leadership tips along the way. I'm hoping that your season is festive, that it's fun, that it's filled with love, and I'm certainly hoping that these quick 5 tips will provide you with a little bit more confidence and courage to host some people in your private space. You take care. I am linking everything that you need to pick up your own items in the bottom of this video, and I'll see you again soon. Ciao.